All right, we're going to set you up on your bike. So first thing I want you to do is you're going to raise your seat a little bit. So the pedals are going to be hard, so you're going to be slightly up. So raise your seat up probably a couple of inches. Just turn that, and you'll see numbers on the side. So the best thing to do is once you get your bike set up is to remember where those numbers are at. So start off with this and then we'll adjust it accordingly. Okay? Well, we won't really know until you get on. So let's get you on. Alright, so the bike you can position in 4 ways. You can do the seat up and down, you can do the seat back and forth, you can do the handlebars back and forth, and you can do the handlebars up and down too. Alright? So we'll come on the bike, have a seat, clip in. Okay, the first thing for sure is that your handlebars a little bit low. So let's raise your handlebars up a bit. Let's try that. So I want you to hold the bike like you normally would on the road. No, up on the handlebars. Here. Okay, just like you would on the road. Okay, now bring this foot all the way down for me. Okay, I would say you're probably a little bit too low, your knees too bent, so you want to adjust up a little bit more. Come up. Okay, try that. Okay, so your knee's not locked. You look pretty good. I'm going to measure your knee over your foot. You just pedal that for now, tell me how that feels. Okay, feel pretty good? Look good? Okay, come to a stop. And bring your leg to what we call the 3 and a 6 position. So this foot's there, so your feet are almost even. Go down a little bit, right there. Okay. So what we're doing is measuring to make sure that your knee is not too forward, because you don't want your knee too forward, otherwise you start to rack it. So your knee, generally, if I hold this here, should be above your toes. Bring your foot up a little bit more like this. Right there. I would say you're probably pretty good. You might want to come forward a little bit, but it's also to do with comfort as well too. That's fine. You're not going to hurt yourself too much. You feel like you can come forward a little bit more?
Yeah, I can come forward a little bit.
Okay, if you want, I'll raise your shoulders. Try that. That's about that. Does that feel any better?
I don't know.
Can you stop again for me? Okay, bring your foot forward. I would say you're better right there. That will depend on how you feel though.
Okay.
Okay, next thing is how do you feel in terms of leaning forward? You want to be too forward because you want to put a lot of pressure on your shoulders here.
I feel good.
Feel good? Okay. Do you feel like you're too forward this way as well? Because you can move the handlebars back towards you if you'd like. You want to start there.
I want to start here.
Okay, start there. See how you go through the class. You can always adjust it through the class. Well, good morning, everybody. We're going to start with an 8-minute warm-up today. Okay, so nice and easy. For those of you who were here last week, same thing. I want you to build into your tension, build into your road pace. Okay, so you'll find that if you've been to any other cycling or spring classes before, mine's a little bit different. I try to do as much. That's what I'm looking for. Try to keep this as close to outdoor cycling as possible.
If you want to do here, I'll take them off.
So today we're going to do a little bit about today. But what we're going to do, we're going to simulate a road ride that we do in Ajax. Okay. So you'll hear me today talk a lot about how you should feel on the bike, what it should feel like to your body, so that you know exactly where you're supposed to be, what kind of intensity level you're supposed to be, what kind of tension, and how it should feel. All right. So we talk about PRE, which is perceived rate of exertion, PRE. Okay. And we're going to talk about levels from 1 to 10. 1 being the absolute easiest, 10 being you want to die and puke. Okay. So as we build into our warm-up and get ready for getting on the road, I want you to build to about a 6.5 to 7. So 6.5, 6.5, 7 is a light jog out there. It's kind of the jog that you can go out there, or if you're on your bike outside, it's one of those rides that you feel like you can do for a couple of hours, all right? You don't want to kill yourself, but you don't want it to be too easy, all right? That's where our goal is to get to after 8 minutes. So over the next course of the 8 minutes, I want you to start to increase your RPMs. I want you to start increasing your tension slightly, all right? Tell me if the music's too loud. With my class, music is secondary, it's just there in the background. What we're focusing on is the cycling, okay? So we don't change when the song changes. I do try to keep the music as close as possible to help you out, but again, it's secondary, all right? So I'm going to start the 8 minutes as of now. We're now officially starting our warm-up. Again, I want you to build to that road pace that we were talking about. You should feel 65 to 70% of your max, 6.5, 7 PRE. In terms of your RPM, I want you to find a cadence that you're comfortable with, a cadence that you feel like you can keep up if you're on a flat road. For most people, it's somewhere between 92, 93 to about 96, 97. Anywhere in that range is what your goal is to build to. So over the course of the hour, we'll take some checks as to where your RPMs are. Breathing is very important. A lot of times you'll hear people say, tighten up your core, tighten up those muscles. You do not want to tighten up your core muscles. You want to keep them nice and relaxed. Allow your diaphragm to open up, taking as much oxygen as you can. Your upper body should be nice and relaxed, okay? Don't tense up, don't grab the handlebars, you're just sitting there on the handlebar, okay? Nice and easy. Think about your breathing as we come into the warm-up. Increase your cadence slightly over the course of the 8 minutes. Every minute or so, you want to become a little bit faster. You want to tighten up the tension just a little bit. Again, building into that growth pace. You'll notice on these bikes that adding a tenth of a turn can make a huge difference. All right, 4 minutes into the warm-up. The cadence should be high 80s, low 90s. We're going to take a quick count. We're going to count for 15 seconds. I want you to count your left or right leg, doesn't matter, but only count one leg and one revolution, all right? Starting in 5 seconds. Go. And stop. Alright, so 80 means it's 20 every 15 seconds. You're at 25. That's about 100. So you should be around 23, 22, 23, 24 is good. Alright? Keep your upper body nice and quiet, not a lot of movement. Try and concentrate on looking down the road. Try and keep your head, neck, and back nicely aligned. You're not curving over too much. Try to keep it nice and straight. 5.5 minutes. That's it. Nice and smooth, nice and smooth. I want you to think about your entire stroke as well too. A lot of times we're used to getting on the bike and hammering down, pushing down and forgetting about that pull up in the back. Okay? So, really think about that entire stroke. The more you have a better smooth stroke, the more efficient you're going to be because you're engaging more muscles rather than just pushing down. The easiest way to remember it and to practice it, the biggest problem is on the back where your foot starts back here and comes down and up that way. Okay? So you drive a lot of power. The easiest way to practice it in your pedal stroke, pretend there's a soccer ball behind your leg. Okay? What you want to do is as you come down, concentrate on kicking that ball back like that. Kick back and pull up. That'll help you drive that power up around the back. Almost 7 minutes. Change your cadence, somewhere around 94, 95, 96. You've got the right amount of tension on it. Here's what we're going to do today. We do these 5-kilometer loop in a place called Greenwood, just north of Ajax. There's flats, rolling hills, and a big ass hill. Alright? So we're going to do a 4-minute flat, nice and steady, keeping that cadence. Then we're going to do 5 minutes of rolling hills, alright? We're going to do a quick 40 seconds up, 20 seconds down on the other side, okay? Then we do a 3-minute hard hill, 1 minute of a false flat, we'll talk about that. 2 minutes active recovery, back into it again. We're going to do the loop 3 times today. 15 minutes per loop, 45 minutes, we're done. Alright? So in 15 seconds, we're going to start on the first part. Nice 4-minute flat. Concentrate on your breathing. Keep your body nice and relaxed. And just take it nice and straight down the road. There we go. Breathing nice and relaxed. Breathe in deeply, breathe out. Concentrate on that stroke. You should feel about 70 to 75% of your max. While we're on this flat road, you want to take advantage of it. A little wind at your back, getting a little speed.